Hi everybody, this is Andrei Osachuk. I welcome you to the next video training on Adobe Analytics. In this video episode, I'm going to show you 10 different ways how you can create segments in Adobe Analytics. Let's get started. If you haven't watched my previous training on segmentation, where I explained the basics of creating segments in Adobe Analytics, I advise you to watch it. The link is provided in the description area under this video. Now let's start with the first method, how you can start creating a segment. The very first option is to click on the plus new link and select Create Segment. The segment builder will appear. Now you are free to build your segment. I will hit Cancel. The second option is to go to the Components menu and select New Segment. The same window will appear. If you are using shortcuts, you can hit Command-Shift-E if you are on Mac or Ctrl-Shift-E if you're on Windows. The same segment builder window will appear. These were the very first three methods I wanted to share with you. Now let's try to create a segment which will be much more complex, and let's say I'm not going to create the segment from scratch, but I want to create it with the help of Adobe Analytics. So let me show you the table this chart is based on. I will show data source, and here is the table. And let's say that I want to create a segment for a specific list of players. And what I can do in this case, I can select the line items I'm interested in. For example, these players I want to have in my segment. Now if I right-click in the context menu, I have an option, Create Segment from Selection. I will hit on it, and as you see, the segment builder window has appeared. It's pre-configured and all the players are here. Now I can adjust the criteria if necessary. So for example, I can select AND instead of OR I can change the bucket from hid to visit or visitor. And obviously I can do the other changes here. This is very convenient and can save a lot of time. So I will hit Cancel. It also will work if you select the line items of the parent dimensions. So for example, what if I want to select this line item? And if I again right-click and select Create Segment from Selection, you can see that this line item has been added to this definition area. As you see, it's very convenient to create a segment, not from scratch, but from a table where you can just select the desired line items and then use the context menu. I will click Cancel now. Another option how you can create a segment is to use the area under the panel title, and here you just need to click on the plus icon, and again the segment builder will appear. I also want to pay your attention to this box. If you save this segment without checking this box, this segment will be saved in the project and will not be available outside of this project. If you check the box, this segment will be saved as usual. I will hit Cancel now. Now let me show you two other methods for creating the segment on the fly. What if I want to create a segment with some line items? In this case I will be using again players, and I can select the line items here and then just drag and drop that to the area under the panel title. As you can see, the segment has been created on the fly. Let's see how it's done. You see that we have line item 1, line item 2, all of them have been merged with logical OR. So this is very convenient, very easy to do. Now what I can do next? Let's imagine that I want to add some more elements, and I, for example, want to add some line items from the team dimension. So I can also do that. For example, I will select a few line items and drag and drop that to the same area under the panel title. Again, 2 segments have been created on the fly very quickly. Now, what I can do else? So let's say I'm interested in getting the data from those players who have data about their age. So I can do that. I can just select the dimension, not the items within a dimension, but the dimension itself, and also drag and drop it to the add segment area. And the segment will be created in a slightly different way. In this case, the condition is just exists. So this dimension should have a value. This is how it works. And I can also easily remove all of them if I want to. Now, another way how you can create a new segment is the following. Let's say that I will have this segment, team exists, and if I click on the pen icon, I can save it. So let's save it as a segment team exists. So now the segment is saved. And what if I want to create a new segment but with some minor or probably big changes? What I can do, I can click on the eye icon and again click on the pen icon, which will open the segment builder window. And now, for example, I will add player age to my segment, and I would say 25. So I'm looking for the data where the team exists and player age equals 25. And what I can do in this case, I can click on the Save As instead of Save, and this will make a copy, but with the definition error that you can see on the screen. So basically this is a copy, this is an updated segment. And I will create in this case this segment public, so I will save as. Unfortunately, I forgot to change the name of the segment, but hopefully you've got the idea. You need to change the name, and that would make a copy with different definitions. So let's make it one more time. I will click on the edit. Now I'm going to add player age 25, and I will call it team exists and player age equals 25. And now I will save as this segment, as this new segment. There you go. The next method, how you can create a segment, is to go to the Components menu and choose Segments. Let's do that. I will leave the project, I don't need to save it. And now you can see my segments here. And you can click on the Add button, which again will open the segment builder. So this was the next way how you can create a new segment. And finally, the last method for creating a segment in Adobe Analytics is the following. You can select a segment and click on the copy icon. This will make a full copy of the segment you've chosen. And now we can go to this new segment and build some changes right here and save it. So for example, new, and let's say that I will add player position, which should be SG, and I will save it. So this is another way how you can create segments. Hope this was helpful. And just to summarize, When you are working in Analysis Workspace, you can find the plus new menu in the left top corner, and there you need to select Create Segment to open the segment builder. You can also use the menu components, you can use shortcuts, you can select line items in the table and then use right click and choose the context menu. Then you can click on the plus icon under the panel name. Then you can drag and drop dimensions or dimension items from the left rail to the area under the panel title. Then you can open one of the segments, update the definition area, and then save as the segment with a new name. And you can also go to the components, segments, find the segment, and create a copy, or if you want to create a new segment, click on this Add button. Hope this was helpful. Now you know all the methods how you can create segments in Adobe Analytics. Let me know if you have other suggestions about how to create a segment, or if you have any questions for segments creations. Leave your questions under this video in the comments, and your feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you very much and have a good analysis in Adobe Analytics. See you next time. Bye.